Storing your files is a huge hassle. Using USB flash drives also presents the risk of malwares and viruses. Worse, you can also lose it easily. Let me introduce you to a free and easy-to-use alternative, a service that can be accessed by simply using your web browser. A service that synchronizes your files across all devices. And you heard it right, it's completely free. I'm Dave, and today I'll introduce you to Google Drive. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to do the following with Google Drive. Upload a file, download a file, synchronize all of your files across all of your devices, and finally, appreciate the power of Google Drive.
Good day. Today, I will help you navigate Google Drive. Before we could do so, first, open your browser and then go to google.com. After that, click the sign in button and sign in using your official iscof.edu.ph account. Provide your password, and after that, you will be directed to the Google homepage. Click the Services button or the Google Apps button and then look for Google Drive. Click it for you to be able to be redirected into the Google Drive homepage. This is your personal Google Drive homepage. All files stored in your personal drive as well as all files shared to you are accessible here. I will walk you through some of the most used features as we go along this tutorial. This is the Priorities tab. You can put files here that are of utmost importance and priority. Additionally, recently opened or edited files will also fall under this tab. As you can see, in my case, I am working on a handful of PowerPoint presentations as well as Filmora projects. Going forward, this is the My Drive tab. This is perhaps the most important and most commonly used tab of all. Most often than not, you will find yourself browsing this particular tab. The My Drive tab is divided into three parts: Suggested, Folders, and Files. The Suggested tab is where you can access all the recently opened or edited files. As the name suggests, the Folders tab is where you can access all of your folders indexed alphabetically. Lastly, the Files tab is where you can access your personal files. Take note that files that are shared or suggested to you will not appear here. Now that we are done with My Drive, let's take a look at my shared drives. Currently, I only have one shared folder named ISCOF Cares. Let's take a look at what's inside it. There you go. These are the files that are currently inside my shared folder. Take note that these files are just examples. If you want to share this folder, all you have to do is right-click it, click Share, and then add the emails of people of whom you want to share this particular folder. As of this moment, I have not shared it with anyone. Regardless, this is still considered as a shared drive or a shared folder. Individually adding email address takes a lot of time. Now, if you want to save yourself some hassle, all you need to do is right-click on the folder, get link, and then copy the link and send it to the people whom you want to share this folder. This is especially useful if you have a lot of students or a lot of contacts. Instead of manually adding their email into your shared drive, you can instead copy the link and then share it to them. Now, let's take a look at the files that are shared with me. This is the Shared with Me tab. This is where you can access files and folders shared to you by other Drive users. This tab is usually sorted by frequency and date. Files that you frequently use will rank higher, as well as files that you recently used. Take note that only files that are shared to you will appear on this tab. Going forward, let us try to check what is inside my Recent tab. The Recent tab is where you can access all of your files that were recently used or edited. Files here are sorted based on the last time you have used it and are grouped under Today, Earlier this week, and Earlier this year. As you can see, the last file that I edited in my Drive folder is a Filmora PowerPoint presentation. This time around, we are going to discuss the Starred folder. Starred means that you prioritize a file or folder. It is a handy way of prioritizing files. As of this moment, I currently have 2 prioritized files. Both of them are video files. This is because I am currently working on them. If you want to prioritize or star a particular file, all you have to do is go back into your My Drives tab, look for a file that you want to prioritize, let's say for example, this Google form, right-click it, and then simply click Add to Starred. You will receive a notification telling you that the file has been successfully starred. Let's check it out. There you go. A while ago, I only have 2 starred files under this folder, and now I have the third file, which is the Google form. The last tab we're going to discuss is the Trash tab. As the name implies, trash is where all the deleted files go. Take note that files are not permanently deleted. Instead, they go into the trash folder. Google also takes 30 more days to permanently delete a file. This is to compensate for those who have accidentally deleted their file or folder. Now that we are familiar with the basic Google Drive interface, let's dive into the most important things: uploading, sharing, and downloading files. Clicking the New button will give you a handful of choices. These are folder, file upload, folder upload, Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms, and more. This folder button will create a folder at the current directory that you're in. File upload will upload a file from your local drive. The folder upload will upload a folder from your local drive. Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Forms will all be created if you click their particular button. Take note that all files will be created at the current directory that you're in. Despite the differences in names, all these buttons have relatively one function, and that is to create either a file or a folder. Let's create a new folder. Let's name that folder Test ISCOF Cares, and then click Create. Notice that the folder has been successfully added. Open the folder by double-clicking it. To avoid confusion, always take note of the directory that you are currently in. As of this moment, we have opened the Test ISCOF Cares folder, which is under my drive. Notice that the Test ISCOF Cares folder is currently empty. This time around, I will walk you through some of the easiest ways of uploading files into Google Drive. The easiest way to upload a file or folder into Google Drive is already plastered right smack at the center of the page. Simply drag and drop a file or folder and it will automatically upload it. For this example, I will be uploading a bunch of Filmora projects into my Google Drive. Simply highlight all of them and then drag and drop it into the page. As you can see, the progress bar will appear at the bottom right corner of your screen. This will give you an estimated time of when the upload will be completed as well as the number of items that are being uploaded. Notice that the files are starting to appear on my Google Drive. Okay, so we have successfully uploaded a number of files using the drag and drop method. This time around, let's try to upload a file using the file upload option. I will try to upload 3 files, which in this case are the CARES logo as well as the ISCOF logo. Simply select these files you want to upload and then click open. Just like previously, notifications will appear as well as the progress bar. It appears that we have successfully uploaded the 3 photos. Now that we're done, let's try another method. Click New and then click File, Folder Upload. This time around, we will upload the CARES files folder. Simply click the folder and click Upload. A notification will confirm whether you want to upload the folder. Just click Upload. Just like the previous actions, a notification will pop up on the lower right corner of the screen as well as the amount of time needed to complete the upload. We have successfully uploaded a folder and this contains some files that I am currently working on. Most of these are photos which I am currently using in the ISCOF CARES training videos. Alright, now that we are done uploading files, let's try to download some. Let's try to download this Filmora presentation file. To download a file, simply right-click on it and then select Download. Chrome will then ask you about the location of where you want to save this file. For this particular example, let's save it on my desktop under the ISCOF CARES files folder. Double-click the folder and then just click Save. You also have the option to change your file name, but to save the hassle, let's just let it be. There you go. A notification will prompt you that the file has been downloaded. You can click it to open it directly, and here it is. Downloading a single file is relatively easy. However, downloading an entire folder requires additional steps. Let's try to do it now. Let's try to download this backlog ISCOF folder. Just like previously, simply right-click on it and select Download. Since there are multiple files inside the folder, Google will first zip it in order to compress all the files into a single downloadable file. Zipping a folder also reduces storage space. This makes it faster to download. The compression method is completely lossless, which means that their quality will not be altered in any shape, way, or form. Once the compression is done, this download interface will appear. This will prompt you as to where you want to save the downloaded file. For many Windows machines, the default folder will be the download folder. If you want to save it somewhere else, you can do so. For less bother, let's save this in my ISCOF CARES files. Select the folder and then click Save. And there you go. The progress bar at the bottom left will appear, prompting you of the file size as well as the estimated duration of how long it will take to download the file. Now that the download is done, let's check it out. Notice that the file that we downloaded comes in a zip file. Let's try to extract whatever is inside this zip file. All you have to do is right click on it and click extract here. There you go. The folder backlog ISCOF is already extracted. Let's take a look of what's inside it. There you go. These are actually grades from some of my classes. Congratulations! We have successfully uploaded and downloaded files and folders. We're almost done. The last part of this video will show you how to synchronize files across different or several devices. For this particular example, I will be using my personal computer and my smartphone. In order to properly demonstrate this one, I will be showing you both my desktop and smartphone interfaces. Right now, I will be uploading a file from my phone and make sure that it will properly synchronize with my desktop Google Drive. For this example, I will upload a PDF. Before we do so, make sure that you are in the proper directory of where you want to upload. I want to upload the PDF under or into the test ISCOF Cares folder. To do so, simply click the plus symbol, click upload, and then select the PDF or file that you want to upload. There you go, the file is already uploading. Let's see if the file synchronizes with my desktop Google Drive. And there you go. As you can see, my desktop Google Drive automatically updates, synchronizes, and now the Chronicle of Death Foretold PDF is now on my desktop Google Drive. To make sure that synchronization goes both ways, this time around I will upload from my desktop and see if my mobile phone will synchronize properly. This time, I will be uploading 3 documents. These are midterm exams from 3 different subjects. I will use the drag and drop method. Now that the files are successfully uploaded, let's check if my smartphone synchronizes with those files. Sometimes it takes a couple of minutes for it to be able to synchronize properly. If the phone does not synchronize automatically, all you have to do is refresh it. Simply swipe it down, and there you go. The 3 midterm exams are already on my phone's Google Drive. Before we end this video tutorial, I want to share a feature that is exclusively available on the mobile version of Google Drive, and that is the Make Offline option. Google Drive requires constant internet connection for it to be able to properly synchronize all your devices. This means that if you do not have access to the internet, you will most likely not access your Google Drive files. However, if you make files available offline by simply tapping this feature, you can actually access that file even without internet connection. Notice the little check mark on the bottom right of the PDF that I uploaded earlier. That is a confirmation that the file is readily available even offline. This means that you can actually access it even without internet connection. That's it. I hope you have learned a lot with our video tutorial today.
Now that we're done, I have an easy task for you to complete. Upload files and folders into Google Drive. Do it using your laptop, desktop, or smartphone. It will be great if you can use all three. Lastly, take screenshots of your activity and share it on ISCOF Cares Classroom. Good luck!